My friends, thank you everyone for being here looking good. Jody, hey. So happy you guys would join me today. So, as all the classes, we're gonna warm up, do a new technique, and then do a nice breathing session. The breathing session will be a bit of breath holds, a bit of breath work, but and then we'll do essentially a 10-minute round, which is a pretty long, continuous round. But man, it ignites significant energy inside you. You guys will feel it. You'll feel it more so than even rounds and rounds of Wim Hof stuff. A 10-minute round really ignites something that is undeniable and makes you feel fantastic. And I would use this, what we're going to do today, I would use this when I have to meet with important people, such as yourselves, yes, or if I have to be in an interview or if I have to remember a lot of names. We know that this stuff, this particular routine we're going to do at the end of the class, changes your short-term memory, which is crazy. Nobody cares. Nobody's searching for this online. Nobody knows that breathwork can do this, but it can do it. So you can take short-term memory tests before and after, and you will get a better score if you do this breathwork, which is just, it's just magic. I mean, this stuff is so cool that it works that way. And you'll notice that when you talk, your words will come up and come out easier, and it seems to last about an hour, which is awesome. So we are moving, we are getting engaged with the endocrine system and releasing adrenaline and getting electricity moving through our body and getting more cerebral spinal fluid in our head. And the few symptoms of early Alzheimer's are a lack of cerebral spinal fluid and a lack of gamma brainwaves. And this routine does both. So it is just a completely healthy and amazing, natural way to sort of engage with that system. And but the new technique we're going to do today is not really so new, but we are going to do a practice of CO2 tolerance. So CO2 tolerance is essentially when your need to breathe kicks in. It would kick in quite quickly. A lot of people it's 20 seconds or so. A lot of people it's even less than that. But what that's going to do is allow you to be less stressed out, because we are all humans driving cars, which is so unnatural to go 80 miles an hour and being irritated by people making you slow down and these things. It's so unnatural that we start breathing with our chest and we get very comfortable in this sympathetic fight or flight state. So to bring ourselves back down, to be able to get ourselves in a nice, comfortable state, we have all sort of over-breathed a bit with this chest and mouth breathing. And when we get our CO2 tolerance higher, then we need to breathe less. And we can just be comfortable and with breathing more calmly for longer. And it's also, when your CO2 is higher, that's a vasodilator. So actually, oxygen releases from the hemoglobin more easily and gets into your tissues. So the oxygen that's already in your bloodstream, you get more oxygenized. I don't think that's pronounced correctly. Oxygenated, thank you, when you do this. So it's awesome. To have a little bit of an air hunger is super valuable. Okay, so guys, let's do a tiny bit of warm up before we do this practice. But if you could, you just want to lay back on your mats. We're gonna do a quick back adjustment. Knees out at 90 degrees. Slowly bring them to the right side. We can start on the right. Start to straighten your legs out. Exhale and relax. Back to the center. And slowly bring them to the left side. Exhale and relax. Try and get some adjustments there if you could. And let's add in these little stretches here. You can sit up and flex your knees and bring them in. And you're listening for a little adjustments in your knees. And then flex them until they start to tremble and slowly straighten them. Flex them one more time. And let's do this. Let's do a toe touch. These are going to go very quickly, guys. You don't need to make but a muscular engagement to get a little bit more flexible. So touch your toes. Let's go wide leg, touch straight, pick a leg, touch that leg, Go over the top if you could. Get a little extra stretch on your side. Pick the other leg. Over the top. Butterfly stretches. You don't have to touch your knees to the ground. And then pick one leg. What do we call this? This is the chicken wing. But then if you grab the other foot, that's the spicy chicken wing. Oh no, Marianne's like, no way, huh? Just like that. There you go. What? You can do it just fine. You looked at me like I was crazy. Let's do the other one. Back to butterfly. Chicken wing. Spicy chicken wing with mango sauce. Ooh. Who's hungry?
Somebody didn't have breakfast.
Yeah. Somebody never has breakfast, by the way. You know I just eat one meal a day, Miriam.
I know.
2 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, oh, what?
I knew you didn't have breakfast, but I didn't know you. One meal?
Ideally. I like it. Okay, we're gonna do a little breath hold assessment. If you want something to lean up against, you can. You don't have to. Your breath hold's usually a little bit better if you have something to kind of rest against, but you don't have to. And this isn't a breath hold assessment. This is gonna go along with our CO2 tolerant training. I'm gonna ask you to take a big breath in. You're gonna let it go. And with neutral air pressure or slightly above, I want you to hold your breath. So here we go. Big breath in all the way in. And then let go. And pause with your breath. On average, people can hold their breath for about 30 seconds from a light to medium urge to breathe. We're just kind of noticing where our urge to breathe is right now. And I don't want you to pass a medium urge for now. But you are at 20 seconds if you're still holding your breath. 20, 30 seconds now if you're still holding. We'll go to 40 seconds. And 2, 1, 40 seconds now. Okay, if you made it past that, you're doing awesome. But this is what we're gonna do. So, by show of hands, who was disappointed in their breath hold just now? Everybody? Oh, not you. Good. Oh, is that your show of hands? Yeah, okay. So this is pretty neat. Well, one thing we did do is we rose our heart rate, but that's fine. We were doing that to, just to add in our exercises. But when we lower our heart rate, we can hold our breath for a little bit longer, which is awesome. And so if we do, this is an amazing statistic, whatever. If we do 5 breath holds over 30 seconds, which means that is a high urge to breathe for most people. 5 breath holds over 30 seconds, you will decrease the size of your spleen about 17%. That means because we have this reserve of oxygen-rich blood in our spleen, and it will start to release. And so for 3 hours afterwards, you will literally have more red blood cells floating around in your body, more EPO, and potentially be performing, have more carriers of oxygen in your system, which is pretty neat. So we're gonna do 5. We're gonna do 5 breath holds the best we can. Then we're gonna do a little bit more staying warm here, and we're gonna get to our longer breathing session. And if you're watching this later and you just wanna fast forward about 25 minutes, then you can just get right into the breathing session. But to lower our heart rate, you take a big, quick, short breath in, and then you go out through your teeth, pursed lips, curled tongue, and you deflate effortlessly, shoulders and neck relax. You lean up if you have something. If you don't, just stay comfortable. Keep your chin up, and you'll start to lower your heart rate. So let's try that. So here we go. We should do 6 really to really control our heart rate. So let's do 6. Short breath in, long breath out through the teeth, relax and deflate. 5 more, here we go. Short breath in, long breath out through the teeth. And you should be making that hissing sound because you're just capturing the air. So the only reason you're breathing slow is using that aperture. 4 more, short one in, long out. So even if you're not getting all the way to neutral, that's okay. The goal is just to breathe out more than you breathe in. Because when you breathe in, your heart rate goes up. When you breathe out, it goes down. So simple, guys. Short breath in, long breath out through the teeth. Deflate and relax. Nice and slow, barely just creaking out. Last couple, short in, long out. Last one, short in, long out. Good. Now light nose breathing right now would be okay. So now, hopefully you have felt your heart beat a little bit as you deflate. If you feel your heartbeat on the exhale, then you've really sort of made a nice connection. Even if you don't, that's okay. Your heart rate has gone down. And so now we're gonna do another breath hold. And this time, try to get to a high urge to breathe, guys. You're gonna have 3 more opportunities to do this other than this one. So you don't have to be moving around and like pass out on us or anything, but just try and get to what a significant urge to breathe, and I'll give you some tips. So here we go. Nice big breath in, let go, find neutral or slightly above, just keep some air in there, especially if you don't have anything to lean on. You want like a Buddha belly's worth of air. Lock it in and hold your breath. So I want you to be sensitive right now to the fact that when you get to different levels of urges to breathe, when you start to get to a high urge to breathe, the erectile tissue, the blood in your nose and around your ears starts to retreat. So you're gonna feel it. And particularly if you kind of close your eyes and just really be sensitive to it, if it's quiet, you can hear it. We got the sound of the waterfalls, fortunately, but it'll start to retreat. Right now you're at 40 seconds if you were still holding. Use the restroom. You go ahead, it's fine. Now you're at 50 seconds. And we'll go to a minute. If you made it to a minute. Wow, did you make it to 50 seconds of that? Wow, guys. Wow, good work. Now you're at a minute. Let's just go on to the next one. We got 3 more left. Okay, so same thing. Did you notice did you feel the opening up of the sinuses by any chance? Just curious, maybe. It's okay if you didn't. You have to be kind of aware of it. But once you become aware of it, man, I use this at night all the time because I don't have good air movement in my nostrils, and if I'm a little congested. And so you can really be sensitive to it. So here we go. We're going to take 3 breaths. In and out and relax. 2. Last one. Just to equalize everything. Now, 1 more big breath in. Out nice and slow. And pause with your breath. If your breath hold was a little less than you wanted, then keep a little extra in there. But a slight Buddha belly, a nice little Buddha belly, gives you enough interthoracic pressure to keep you upright and keep you comfortable. And so you are already at 20 seconds here. Awesome work, guys. Keep it up. And again, we are pushing ourselves to try to get to a high urge to breathe. You're at 30 seconds. If you already had to breathe, of course, that's okay. It's all individual, but it's all for you as we increase our CO2 tolerance. You're over 40 seconds now. We only have 2 more to do. On the last one, I want you to really try and push yourself. Good. You're at 40, almost 50 seconds. We're 50 now. That is really good. Really good. I'm proud of you guys. We'll stop it at a minute. Woo, you made it to 55 seconds, Marianne, what? I know this is, okay, minutes time. I know this is, what's the word, awful to hold your breath. I hate, this type of training is my least favorite, but it's very valuable. All right, guys, we just have 2 more left. Was that the 9:30 bell? Time moves fast when you're having fun. Okay, perfect. All right, let's do 2 more. So take a couple of comfortable breaths. Get sort of comfortable where you are. That was good. I'm glad you went to the restroom now because the end of the breath work will be better. So that's fine. So now you're nice and comfortable. Here we go. And this time, I really want you to make sure you have a Buddha belly's worth of air. About 70% left in this case, okay? Especially if you've been walking around, keep a decent amount in there, okay? And especially if you're not leaning anything, because that interthoracic pressure sort of helps you stay upright, which is nice. So here we go. Quick short in, out. Lock it in when it feels good. Buddha belly's worth of air. And now we're just holding our breath and being calm, keeping the least amount of movement possible so we conserve the most energy. And remember this, whenever you have an urge to breathe, slowly counting in your head gives your monkey mind something to do. For sure, you have an extra 10 slow seconds. Whenever you think like, man, I don't have it, just give yourself at least an extra 10, maybe 20 slow seconds. And the thing is, you do have it. The CO2 tolerant urge is different than actually needing air. So we're over 40 seconds now, guys. And we're getting to a high urge to breathe now, an uncomfortable high urge to breathe. Even if you have to move around a little bit at the end, that's fine. So 50 seconds. You got to, I kind of like tap the floor sometimes. I kind of have to rock sometimes. Swallowing is going to be useful. Now you're over a minute. Some of you are still going. Amazing, amazing work. The calmness is how you got to do it. Wow, over a minute today. What? You guys are awesome. 110. Nice, guys. Yes, holding on. There you go. And you're at 120. I think you're good on this one if you want to let go. Wow. Intense. We got one more left. Last one. I mean, hey, you know, of course, push. This is your own. But you got. I think you do have to be careful. Just a little, maybe a little warning for you guys. I was doing these with full breath holds, which creates a lot of pressure inside, and I gave myself a nosebleed in the afternoon because I was holding on like kind of so tightly. So, I mean, but it was fine, you know. But it's you know, you got to. This is a good practice. So it's just like weights or whatever else. You can overdo it too, but it's not. But nothing's going to happen. You're going to be fine. You're not going to pass out.
Is this something you have to like take rest days from?
I don't think you should probably be doing it so intensely that you would take rest days from. I think it would probably be better if you very incrementally move up. So no, I don't think you should have to take rest days. If because like free divers, for instance, you know, that's like this is free diving training. This is apnea training, is what this is, and they 24 hours should certainly be enough to to get the system back. So again, that's why we let go a lot of some of the breath at least, is so we don't have so much interthoracic pressure that we would kind of create a nosebleed. I was trying to just absolutely do my max, and so that's why that happened that day, I assume. Here we go, guys. Last one. Short breath in. Long breath out. Lock in the Buddha belly. Sit with it. And this is our last one. So get to the point where you might have to move around a little bit. Swallow as many times as you can. You've made at least 10 to 20 seconds extra. But realize this is going to be so beneficial for you to change your CO2 tolerance. And this is something that can be done on a regular basis. You are over 30 seconds now. Good job, guys. So just endure if you could. Now you're at 40 seconds. And some say they can even feel the release of the spleen dump. You're at 50 seconds. Again, just holding comfortably. A little movement if you need to. You're over a minute. Swallowing, counting. You probably have 10 extra seconds at the very least. And you're going to feel good. All right, you're 115. Woo! That is awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, we're going to warm our bodies up a little bit before we do our breath work. What I suggest is we're going to do about 6 minutes of breath work sitting up. We're gonna do 10 minutes of it lying down, and then I would love to give you guys at least 4 or 5 minutes of quiet meditation, reflection. So, but guys, we got to warm up a little. So let's stand up if you could, guys. And you don't want to look at my butt. My favorite warm up that's ever existed. It's kind of new. Oh, I'm half cut off. That's all right. Tapping. We're gonna start tapping. Pick one leg and get the lymph fluid, knowing you're there. Choose the other leg. Don't be easy on yourself, guys. We don't want to do this all day. Just give it good. Give it a hard tap. Don't forget anything. There's some parts that you're avoiding. Don't avoid those. Those are probably the sensitive ones. I won't tell you which ones they are. They're a little different on everybody, I think. Don't leave them out though. Underneath the arms. That's underneath the arms and down the side. Man, that's important stuff. I'm gonna double up on that. The neck, the head, the face. Some of us need a few more smacks in the face than others. Okay, now just stop and stand there for a moment and close your eyes, arms out, just feel that vibration that happens. Whew, we are unlocking some energy. Now let's swing, swings. Let your arms tap when you swing. Let them give you a good one. And then we'll do heart openers. Whoa, you guys fighting over there, huh? You know I teach martial arts too. We could do some of that if you want. Ooh, some swings, some swimming. What can we call that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. All right. What are we forgetting? A slow squat. How about this, guys? If you can get down into your whatever squatting position like is comfortable for you, and you're gonna adjust your heels, and they're usually easier off the mat, to be honest. Your balance is better off the mat, but that's okay. And if you need to be near a wall, that's okay. And so you find your lowest squat. So good, now your knees are where they should be. And then we can stand back up. And now we're gonna go down very slow. Very slow. Big breaths in. When you exhale, try and get your belly button to go towards your spine. In and out, in and out, in and out. And see how your feet are where they should be. You feel comfortable there because we already set it up. And then just slowly back up. Good, guys. All right, now a little push-up or on your knees or plank, whatever feels good to you. We're gonna slowly go down. Big breath in. When you let go, your belly button goes towards your spine. So you empty your belly. That embrace, that trembling. Slowly back up. All right, we're gonna skip the crunch today, but let's do a few of engagement breaths. So put a hand on your belly, take 4 fingers, find some meat below your ribs, hunch your spine over, let your belly fold in and your fingers fold into your belly, and we're gonna take 3 in the belly, into the belly, and let go. Number 2, and let go. Last one, and let go. Now, crab claws to the sides, about the same position, pinch in a little bit, and we're going into the side, then let go. Number 2, last one. Now, without breathing, that same posture, I want you to flex so that your back, the flex goes into your back, so you feel it. You feel yourself flex your stomach, and you can feel your back, the thumbs expand in your back. And now we're gonna breathe 3 into the back, and let go. This is the hardest one, into the back. You feel that one, Anthony? It's kind of hard to do though, isn't it? Last one. Good. Now belly pause and then into your chest. So here we go. You can hunch your spine over a little bit and then into the belly. Pause into the chest and let go. Hopefully you have some tightness, probably, because we're not being chased by animals anymore and we're hunched over and driving and everything. So now into the belly, into the chest, lift your shoulders and let go. Last one, belly, into the chest and let go. Good. Here we go. You feel loose. You feel good. Energy is in the air. We are using that energy in the air, and we're going to begin our breath work. So here we go. We're going to breathe for 30 seconds, hold our breath for 30, breathe for 60 seconds, hold our breath for 60, then maybe even 90 seconds, hold our breath for 90. That'll be about 3 minutes. In between each round, we're going to take a full breath in and pause with a full breath for just a moment. And then we're going to get to our lying down breath work. If you guys want to, you can always sit up, but you lie down, you're a little bit more conservative with your energy. This is going to go by quite quickly, guys, okay? So we're just going to get the juice flowing here. First round is not that important. The second one, we're going to get our heart rate down for 30 seconds for each round after the first, because the first one's only 30 seconds.
Is this a 10-minute round?
No. Do you need to go potty?
No.
Okay. No. Yeah.
I don't have to go.
Here we go. So 3 breaths together. Big breath in all the way in. And let go. Number 2, rolling in from the belly to the chest and then let go. Number 3, and let go. Now you're on your own. Same breath, pace. You don't have to match my pace because we all have a different lung capacity. We got 15 seconds left. But when we let go on the last one, you're finding that Buddha belly. So 3 breaths together. 3, 2, 1. Last big breath in. Let it go slow. Find the Buddha belly, lock it in. And we're just holding for a few moments. Sit with it. Feel comfortable. Move the least amount. Now you can lean. You're leaning up against the walls. Perfect. Perfect. You made it to the end. Push the rest out. All the way back in. Pause with a full breath for the moment. Keep the pressure in the chest. Let it sink deeper towards your heart and spine. Sit with it. And in 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure and the breath. And now we got 20 seconds. Start slow. 3 together. 3, 2, 1. Now you're on your own for 10 seconds. Few big breaths in. Perfect. Now let's get our heart rate down. Short breath in, long breath out. Loosen up with me in 2, 1. Last big deep breath all the way in. Let it go slow. Lock it in with a Buddha belly and hold your breath. And the sunshine's going to come out on us, for us. It always does, doesn't it? Amazing, San Diego. We appreciate you. So we're just doing a slight breath hold now. About there. You can start your count now, slowly counting to any number. You're almost to the end. Just feel that movement and maybe slight electricity that you made in your system. 3, 2, 1. You made it to the end. Push the rest out. All the way back into the top. Maybe one extra sip. Lots of pressure in your chest. Let it sink deeper towards your spine. Sit with it. Kind of feel sensations rise up a little bit. First, let go of the pressure, then let go of the breath. Now we're on to 90 seconds. 3 together. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now you're on your own. We have 30 seconds to push ourselves now, guys. Here we go. I would pick it up a little bit and perhaps breathe faster than you've breathed before. 15 seconds left. Let's intentionally release adrenaline. Here we go. Last few quick ones. If you can get some goosebumps happening behind the back of your ears, perfect. Perfect job, guys. Let's bring the pace down now, get our heart rate down. Short breath in, long breath out. Deflate effortlessly. Last long one. Loosen up, sync back up with me in 2, 1. Last big deep breath all the way in. Let it go slow. Find the Buddha belly, lock it in. Sink into the ground, into the wall you got. Sit comfortably, move the least amount you can. Hopefully you feel the beginning of that electricity that we have engaged with by that endocrine system activation through the fast breath work, and then we become sensitive of what happened when we start to slow it down and when we start to hold our breath. So we get a release of adrenaline, precursor being dopamine, and then when we sit quietly, we can feel sort of what happened. You only have about 30 seconds left, guys. Just sit comfortably. You're almost to the end. Take note of the new data. We have new data permeating through our body. In 3, 2, 1, you can let go of the breath. And you can lean all the way over if you want as you empty all the way back into the top while you're down. Now medium. At the top, a little bit more. Pause with a full breath. Keep that pressure in your chest. Straighten your spine a little bit so the pressure sinks deeper towards your heart. You feel a little bit of the lightheadedness start to happen. Some of you need to let go a little early if you can. That's okay. Otherwise, you're holding for just a moment or 2 longer. In 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure and let go of the breath. Feeling good? Good. All right. So that is the sitting up. You feel it, Anthony? Some stuff's happening, isn't it? There's stuff inside us. That happens. So I recommend that we're going to do 10 minutes of a continuous breathing and then a breath hold at the end. Does anybody have the time, easy time access? Here we go. Oh, perfect. That gives us, oh, the bells are working today. That's awesome. So that gives us about 2 to 3 minutes of quiet time at the end. So we'll even cut a little bit short. I want to give you a little bit more quiet time. But what we're going to do is every minute or so, we're going to change how we're breathing. And I like, however you guys want to lay is totally fine. Or even if you want to sit, do this. But it's a little alarming sometimes if you sit to do it because the sensations are significant. So whatever feels best to you, though, is what I want you to do. And again, every minute we're going to be changing our breath pattern up. And so just follow along best you can. Slow it down if you need to. I'll give you opportunities to push yourself. There's plenty of time to get these sensations in. So follow along and enjoy. So here we go. We're going to breathe into our bellies for a little bit. So put your hand on your belly if you could. Just in the belly. It's a shallower breath. Into the belly. letting go. If you don't mind, I'll even put a hand on your belly if it's useful, and just make sure your belly's moving into the belly, letting go. Good. Good. Just to get your bellies moving. You mind if I put a hand on your belly, Brenda? Into the belly. Good. Oh, good. That's good belly movement. Good work. Into the belly, letting go. Put a hand on your belly. Into the belly, letting go. Good. Perfect. That is good. Man, that is powerful breath work to do before you wake up. You got your own hand on your belly. You're doing good. Before you wake up, I'm sorry, after you wake up, or if you need to get back to sleep, belly breathing, soft belly breathing is going to be your best tool. All right, guys, now into the belly, into the chest. So here we go, into the belly, pause into the chest, and let go. The intensity should increase, guys. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Shoulders go up, lots of movement into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Tension in the neck and shoulders is perfect. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. 15 more seconds of this, guys. In the belly, into the chest. Get that airflow moving, guys. Don't wait for me. Perfect, guys. Now put it together. See what it feels like as it rolls in from the belly to the chest without a pause. And again, your shoulders are opening up your chest at the top. And you shouldn't be pausing at the top, but feel the momentum of the air come in, and you're actually moving all these diaphragmatic structures that are making fluid movement happen in your body. And so perhaps you can feel that with a slight pause at the very top. Feel that momentum you create of the fluid movement, like when you were a little kid in the bathtub creating waves. Last few of these. Now, we're gonna take a full breath in, we're gonna let go with an audible sigh, and we're gonna push the air out of our belly. So a nice full exhale. So here we go, all the way in, let it go, and push it out of your belly, fully in, let it go, out of your belly, in, let it go, and out. Last couple, in, let it go, and out. Last one, and out. Now put it together again. You don't have to fully exhale, but just feel how that little curl of your spine or the change of your hips sort of added to the air movement. Nice full breaths in. You can let go effortlessly. Allow the momentum to get you slightly below neutral if that happens. That's fine. Just make the gas exchange work with the least amount of effort. So you're no longer focused on the mechanics. But do remember, your shoulders should just move up slightly. You're rolling this breath in from the belly to the chest, engaging your full body. And on this next minute, we're gonna speed it up. And you're gonna push yourselves. But really the best breaths for this exercise, move that fluid movement with the tiny slight pause at the top, feeling actually the fluid movement in your body. So here we go, start slow, and we have a minute to push ourselves. You can follow my pace if you want. Start to pick it up. Our goal is to create this state of angst where we start to get some goosebumps happening down our neck. You can pick it up again. Forget the mechanics, guys. It's all working already. One more time again to the fastest you've gone so far. Perfect job, guys. You can slow it down now, but keep the airflow moving. So nice big full breaths in, letting go. Not the heart rate lowering breath, just letting go. I'm using the aperture of my mouth to slow down. But you can open up your mouth and let it go easy. Pause and swallow whenever you need to. Switch to your nose whenever you need to. Don't let your throat dry out ever. It's up to you to keep your throat comfortable. Now you're just taking assessment of what you feel. Hopefully, you feel some of the tingling in your hands and feet, some of the lightheadedness, the dizziness. Hopefully that's working. If it's not, all you have to do to get more of that is to increase the pace of the breath and the intensity while dismissing the mechanics. So keep the airflow moving, guys. Don't stop yet, guys. Now we're gonna go on a few 15-second sprints, which is all the way in and all the way out as fast as you can go. And it's a bit of a workout, guys. So here we go. Start with me. We're gonna start slow, and we got 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Pause and swallow. We only have 2 more sprints, guys. Here we go. Start slow. Mouth breathing is going to be very effective right now. 3, 2, 1. Pause and swallow. Last one, guys. We're going to go to 20 seconds here. Start slow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pause and swallow. All right, guys. Last minute of big breaths until we get our heart rate down. Full breath in, letting go. In, let go. In. Forget the mechanics. Just get that airflow. In 30 seconds, guys, we're gonna get our heart rate down and sit comfortably. You might feel like your knees up right now if you're lying down. Gets the airflow moving as your back flattens more to the ground, but you don't have to. Last few big ones. Perfect job, guys. Now, short breath in, long breath out through the teeth. As you slowly put your legs down now, if you want. Relaxing your body. Start with your legs. Relax your legs. Relax your hips. Relax your waist. Relax your arms. You can keep your hands wherever you like, on your belly, on your chest, to the sides, wherever you like. Relax your chest. Relax your neck. Relax your head. Loosen up, guys. Forget that breath. Sync back up with me in 3, 2, 1. Last big deep breath all the way in. Let it go nice and slow until you found neutral or slightly above with a Buddha belly. Keeping a little extra air in there. Keep yourself comfortable. Lock it in and hold your breath. Guys, and relax your neck. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Sink in to the ground. Connect. Make that connection to your body in a significant way. You feel the fluid movement in your body. You feel the electricity, you feel your nervous system. We've got all the great things from a fight or flight response, but we did it in a controlled way. So guys, connect to your consciousness, your mind's eye. Whatever's happening in your mind's eye, hopefully you see it with a little more clarity. With a dose of adrenaline, your pupils dilate. Your hearing gets better. Your skin gets more sensitive. You're almost to the end, guys. If it's your first time, feel free to let go when I say. Otherwise, if you want to hold for a little bit longer, you can. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it to 2 minutes, guys. You can let the rest out. All the way back into the top. A few extra sips to get that pressure in your chest. Let the pressure sink deeper. You can even put a little extra flex on the pressure, allowing for more cerebral spinal fluid and blood flow to your head. When it feels good, guys, you can let go of the pressure, let go of the breath. If you're still holding, you're almost to 2.5 minutes. 3, 2, 1, you're at 2.5 minutes. If you're done with everything already, you can just breathe gently, lightly with your nose. If you're still holding and want to keep going, just do your finale breath at the end. I recommend that you let go at least at 3 minutes. And that's coming up shortly here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it to 3 minutes. Push it all out. All the way back in. Pause with it for a moment. When it feels good to you, you can let go of the pressure, let go of your breath. We'll do one more 5-breath sequence together that's optional, and then we're just gonna sit quietly until you hear the bells again. So here we go, 5 together, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last big deep breath all the way in. 3 extra sips. Lock the pressure in. Add a little flex to the pressure if you want. A little rotation of your spine. Feel the sensations rise up. As soon as you feel anything, let go of this pressure and the sensations will wash over your head. We'll take a little extra time, guys. We'll take another minute or 2 after the bell. So this is it, guys. Feel good. Have reverence for us just being alive on the planet here. And enjoy how you feel.